screen. That probably won't be threatened tonight in this heat, although, Frank, I've got to say, this is the coolest we have been in this Olympic Stadium. It is not as hot, it is not as muggy. It just may be perfect for some of the African runners in particular. Tulu from Ethiopia, whom some of our other favorites always point to. When Ilana Mayer was asked whom she really feared here, she mentioned Liz McColgan and had all sorts of reasons. But when she came to Derartu Tulu from Ethiopia, who's 20 years old and improving very quickly, she simply remembered some 61-second last 400 meters that this woman has run in major races recently. So Tulu will be very, very dangerous on that last lap. George Hirsch?
Marty, I talked to Ilana Mayer right after the race in Tokyo, that great 10,000 which Liz did hammer the field.
And the other point to make is that Derartu Tulu last year was a teenager. This year, she's 1 year older and 1 year stronger. And as the Olympics winds down with only one more day of competition, she is South Africa's last hope for a medal in these games. They have not had a medal since 1952 in any sport, in 1936 in track and field. They are going to get a medal in tennis in the doubles, as for an instant we have two separate races. Elena Mayer leading one on the outside and Liz McColgan leading the other one on the inside. Uta Pippig behind McColgan, Jill Hunter behind Mayer, and they break for the pole, and Liz McColgan has it. So there they are, two of the favorites right out in front. Tulu in about fourth spot with Uta Pippig from Germany right in between them. And if anyone thought this race was going to go slowly, it may go out the window right in the first lap, because Liz McColgan is a notorious leader and a notorious pusher of the pace. That's why the split times, the times for each lap are going to be very, very important as we try to keep track of the overall pace. Now, generally, we all talked about Tulu being a teenager, and of course, the younger you are, the more potential for improvement. Elena Mayer has not been in international competition. She has a lot of motivation. But let's not forget that Liz McColgan, when she won the World Championship last year, had a baby earlier in the year. So all these Olympic events going on, there's a leaders running at 10,000 meters. We're just fortunate tonight because it's at a high point in that cycle. There are just a tremendous number of very talented women and some unknowns. Let's not forget the Chinese, Zhang Hyundai, right out there in front. You can see Lynn Jennings in the glasses, Uta Pippig in there. I mean, everyone is there. And the point is that they've got 6 or 7 women in this field that you really feel could win it. Liz McColgan continues to lead. And Jill has actually gone to Albuquerque to live and train. She pretty much left England and decided that that's where she would go to the United States to train at altitude. And now a first pack is starting to develop. Lynn Jennings on the tail end. Ahead of her is Uta Pippig. We have 2 of the Chinese runners ahead of her. And then 2 Ethiopians. No, it's one Helen Kamaya from Kenya. Is Tulu and Helen Kamaya of Kenya. Now, the Ethiopians, as they did in the qualifying round, wearing white T-shirts under their singlets, so they don't think 82 degrees is too bad.
Marty, there is a question to me about Tulu. She ran awfully fast, unnecessarily fast in that first round, as you know, with a 62-second last quarter, and Ilana let her go. We'll see. She's had a week to recover, and she is young, but it did seem to me she was burning it awfully early in these Olympics.
Another 75-second lap, so she's running like a metronome now. If she were to run this pace the whole way, it would be a little bit under 31 minutes. Still a very good time, because all of these women had qualifying times just a bit over 31 minutes coming in, so it would be faster than most of them have run. Liz McColgan has the fastest time coming in of 30:57. You can't see it here, but Judy St. Hilaire is now starting to drop off the back. Helen Kamayo from Kenya in second place.
You're right. Tulu is a kicker. She can run a 61-second last quarter. Jennings can kick, and Ilana Mayer, I think she can too. So this could be a very different game unless Liz starts to lead this crowd.
Good. And we'll try to name as many as we can. We have Liz McColgan There's no way to tell right now who is feeling better than whom. And Elena Mayer takes the lead. Here is a break. This is a tactic. Here's the surge. Here we're talking about surges, and we have one. Tulu tries to cover. McColgan falls in behind. When they come by, they'll have 10 laps to go. So Elena Mayer has decided, with more than 10 laps to go, to put in a surge. She won't be able to go the whole way this way, but she wants to get a gap. Ferreira of Portugal have left the track and dropped out. This is the point in the race where you find out who wants the medals. Who wants the medals? You go after them. Lynn Jennings has responded. Liz McColgan has tried to respond. Tulu has tried to respond. But Elena Mayer has really decided to go for the gold right here. A lot of pressure on these women, and of course, anytime an Ethiopian steps on the Olympic track, they expect in the 10,000 meters that they come home with a medal. So Tulu now in second place, trying to cover the move of Mayer. Liz McColgan has moved back into third, and then it's Lynn Jennings, and Zhang Handi of China is fifth. Tulu looks so relaxed here. She looks so relaxed. And I think Elena Mayer tried to surge there, and she turned around to see what the effect was, and there wasn't any. All she saw was someone in the white t-shirt staring down at her heels. And Tulu really hasn't had to use her arms a lot to stay with this pace, whereas Mayer has been pumping the arms for the last 4 laps. And when the legs go, the arms get you across the finish line, and Mayer veering out with a lap to go, almost as if to try and hold off the inevitable. Can she come back? The only thing that will save her is that Tulu, for some reason, has gone too soon, but this is just where she went in the semifinal race, and she didn't come back then. It's all over. Now they are lapping runners, and as Lynn Jennings takes off down the backstretch, they are shooting safe for the silver medal, and off the screen. Lynn Jennings is now taking the third. She's going to come into the picture, the final straightaway, very quickly. But Tulu of Ethiopia in the lead with 1 lap to go. As she did in the qualifying round, will win going away, as they say in horse races. Tulu of Ethiopia, first medal for Ethiopia in these games, and then it's going to be Elena Mayer. Lynn Jennings coming down now, but she is being chased hard by Zhuang of China. But Tulu is halfway around on her victory lap with a convincing victory. Well, Elena Mayer said that she, look at that. Well, it's an African night here in the 10,000 meters. And when this was the turning point of the race, after Liz McColgan had led for over half the race,